Quinces cut up. Here he is cutting them up, and he's cutting them quite small. Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Okay, all going in a nice heavy bottom pan. Cut, cut, cut.
I'm removing the brown bits.
Right in the pan. He's now going to add water. Just enough to cover.
I thought you were going to say that.
I think actually he's put quite a lot in there.
No, it just covers them, look.
Okay. So there they're going onto the gas, and we're going to cook them. We're going to cook them for about probably an hour. Now we've got a really good boil going. So you can see they're boiling down quite well now. It's getting quite soft. The fruit's definitely breaking up. This is after about 15 minutes, so it's going to need probably another 45 minutes till it's soft enough. Very soft now, we're getting really soft. And Phil's going to get in there with a potato masher to really squidge that fruit up. You see?
There's still hard bits in
Still
there.
hard bits, so it's going to need a bit longer cooking.
A bit at a time.
But we're just squidging it down, breaking up the fruit. Now you can see that this has now become quite squidgy. It's really, really soft. Phil is hanging up the jelly bags on hooks over our sink. Recording, okay. He's going to put them in the jelly bags. You see the juice coming through. That's number 2. See the juice. I'm now going to measure the juice into this big jug. Here it goes. And here we have the 2.5 pints of juice and the 2.5 pounds of sugar in the. No. You come forward and show that it's stirring in. Quite a good way to get rid of the scum is to put tiny little lump of butter in. Not very much, just a small lump. Pop it in. And you see the scum dispersing?
Go.
It all looks pretty gruesome at this moment. You think this is never going to make jelly, but believe me, it's going to happen. I think we've got all the scum off that we need to now. I've had a plate in the fridge getting nice and cold, and now we're going to test for a set. So I'm going to take a little bit of the juice, just a little bit on the spoon, drop it onto the plate. I'm going to put it back in the fridge just for a second, get it really cold. You should get a skin forming. Can you see that skin forming at the front? That's a bit of the skin. See, it's getting viscous. It's starting to set. You see? Right, another way you can do this is to test with a thermometer. And jam should have reached a temperature of 105 degrees. And then it should have reached 7.9, so that's well into setting point. I'm going to turn it off now. This work. Just pop this in and skim it off. We now have a pretty clear liquid. I don't know, can you see that? The jars are coming out. And they're very hot, so I'm being pretty careful. On the jam funnel, I'm going to use a small, and I'm going to ladle carefully. It is starting to set, you can see the skin forming on the top. I'm going to ladle and fill them right to the top. And put a lid on them immediately. You don't want any mould in your jelly. There we go. One jar of beautiful, clear quince jelly. And here is the finished jar of jam, beautifully labelled, perfectly set, as you can see with Phil tipping it up. And against the light you can see how clear it is.